Spain is emerging as the clearest retail market for Circle's EURC on Brighty. The story matters because the transaction pattern looks like everyday euro stablecoin use, not just large treasury movement. Spain EURC adoption is the hook because the confirmed event creates a specific pressure point. Spanish activity accounted for roughly 36% of EURC transactions and about 25% of EURC volume from 2025 through Q1 2026. The measurable anchor is 36% TX share, and the story turns on retail payments rather than broad hype. Instead of treating the headline as a market mood swing, this segment follows the mechanism that makes the change matter and the next signal that can prove whether the story is moving forward. The confirmed baseline is this. The average Spanish EURC payment is about 49 euros, while Italy, Germany, and France show different mixes of volume and ticket size. That detail gives viewers the frame for the rest of the story. It shows what is already known, which actors or assets are involved, and why the event is not just a random market headline. For this story, Spain and EURC sit inside a process where euro stablecoin can change the readout. The baseline also defines the boundary. 36% TX share is usable evidence, while anything beyond euro stablecoins still needs follow-through. The important part is to keep the evidence tight before moving into what the change actually does. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The mechanism is where Spain EURC adoption becomes useful. EURC lets users transact in a EuroPeg token, reducing exchange rate friction when paired with card spending or USDC conversion. In plain English, the event matters because it changes the way access, risk, settlement, liquidity, governance, or infrastructure works. In this case, the stress point is MiCA test, which is why 36% TX share is a signal rather than decoration. That is why the segment spends time on MiCA test before discussing impact. Without that mechanism, the event is easy to misread. The headline may grab attention, but the mechanism explains why traders, builders, users, or institutions have to care about the next step. The impact lands with a specific group, not with crypto as a whole. Retail users, payment apps, banks, and stablecoin issuers are affected because MiCA rules shape how euro tokens can scale safely. That is the practical consequence. It may affect how users move funds, how institutions manage compliance, how traders price liquidity, how developers build, or how risk desks read the market. The affected side is tied to EURC and Spain, so the scope stays limited to what the supplied facts support. That narrower read is more useful than a sweeping market claim. The open question is just as important as the confirmed fact. The open question is whether Spain's lead becomes a Europe-wide pattern or remains a local platform-specific adoption pocket. That means the story should not be read as a guaranteed outcome. The proof standard is simple. The next signal is cross-border EURC usage, bank integrations, and whether transaction sizes stay retail-focused outside Spain. Until that signal appears, the confirmed development and the unresolved part should stay separate. A stronger claim would need Spain or relevant market participants to show follow-through around euro stablecoin, not only reaction around EURC. That prevents a useful news signal from turning into speculation. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The next signal for Spain EURC adoption is concrete. The next signal is cross-border EURC usage, bank integrations, and whether transaction sizes stay retail-focused outside Spain. If that signal appears, the story has new evidence. If it does not, the headline may remain smaller than the early reaction suggests. A clean follow-through would connect 36% TX share to visible action, usage, compliance, liquidity, or technical progress. For viewers, the usable close is not a direction call. It is a checklist tied to 36% TX share, retail payments, and the specific trigger above. The final readout is practical. Track the next verifiable step, not the loudest claim around the asset, rule, protocol, or market move.